The Huntington Children's Museum opened in July of 2024 with a vision to inspire children to explore, discover, and create through the magic of play.
Children's museums have been around for hundreds of years, but then also they seem to be having a resurgence right now. We created this by our founder, Tasha Pelfrey, going to over 30 children's museums around the country with her kids, having them do the research and finding out what works in those spaces, what doesn't work, what are the things that children are most attracted to, and then seeing which of those things we could bring here to this museum. You'll also see that a lot of community partners have provided spaces here. So we have Valley Health that has sponsored our doctor's office. We have the Wild Ramp, which is sponsored by the city of Huntington. Our restaurant is sponsored by Rocco's. So we love having those community partners that are coming in and creating a specific experience here. You're having a Huntington experience, a Huntington area experience. It's our hometown. Hi, I'm Rain Clover. I'm the Executive Director of the Huntington Children's Museum, and I'm just here to show you all the great things that we have going on at the museum. So we're right here at our front desk. Every time that you come into the museum, you're going to be greeted by a friendly face and be invited to come in and explore. So right here, we're talking about oceans right now. We change out our themes every 3 months. And so right now, oceans is the theme. And we have this wonderful jellyfish. It's actually created by fishing rope from the Oregon coast, from commercial fishermen that a local artist in Oregon has taken and then woven into this amazing jellyfish. So it's a really great talking point about upcycling, reusing things, and taking things that would end up in the trash and turning them into something wonderful and saving them from being in the ocean as well. So further down, this is our reading nook. This also changes out as part of the different themes. So you'll see all these books about oceans, whether it's stories or nonfiction where kids can get some information, but we want to kind of immerse children in whichever theme that we have going on. So we have the reading nook, and then over here, this is our science lab. We have a microscope that even a toddler can use. It has just 2 simple sliders so that even a 2-year-old can enjoy it and take a look at the different things that we have, or simply look at their hand, which is a really wonderful thing that kids love to do, is just put their hand underneath and see it close up. And then over here we have City on the Move. This is our area for pretend play where children get to pretend to be the adults that they have in their daily lives, and they can be a firefighter, or they can go to the doctor, or they can go to the grocery store. Over here, we have another one of our friendly faces here. But this is a mini Wild Ramps, which is our local foods grocery store that's just around the corner from us. So kids can come in here, they can do their grocery shopping for the week, they can be the cashier. A lot of our kids like to be the boss and direct other children on things that they need to be doing in here, restocking, setting things back. So a lot of pretend play happens here. And this is our mini City Hall. More pretend play is happening here. Children can recognize that they are important and they can make a difference in the world. So they can be the mayor and they can make decisions and tell their constituents what they're going to do. They can use this map over here of Huntington and take our little magnetic vehicles and go around to different places in Huntington, whether you're going to the Museum of Art, Keith Albee, City Hall. So, and then we also have over on this side costumes. So again, children can really immerse themselves into being different city officials and workers, whether it's a judge, a firefighter, someone working on a construction road crew. And then we have another map here that gives grown-ups a more realistic idea of where things are located in Huntington. So this is our Into the Wild Climbing Club, and this is a great place for kids to get out some energy. They can run, they can climb, they can jump. We've got a squishy floor here, so it's safe for even the littlest littles. I'm gonna scoot down here real quick. So you can actually make some noise while you're in here. You can climb on the rope bridge. That energy that maybe you can't do when it's winter and it's super cold, or this summer it's been really hot. Grown-ups can come in, enjoy that temperature-controlled climate while kids can get that energy out. We also have a wonderful mural here. This is by artist Sassa Wilkes from Barbersville. And all of the animals and most of the plant life here is actually native to West Virginia and either extinct, like this giant ground sloth that lived many thousands of years ago, or endangered, like our monarch butterflies. So children can explore the mural. We also have a wonderful key over here that gives a little bit of information about the different animals and plants that are shown in it. So this is Curiosity Cove. This is for our budding artists, engineers, architects. They can start with some free drawing over here, then take those ideas and then actually build them out with our Lego tables. And then going this way, can actually take your Lego creation and create a stop motion video over here at our animation station. And you can use a QR code to then have grown-ups download that video so you can keep it forever and let other grown-ups see it. We also have this wonderful interactive screen right here. This changes out with our different themes. So right now we have an underwater scene. So children can choose a different coloring sheet to put in here. I'm gonna choose one that's already been colored. And then we pop it into our magic scanner. And then that drawing is come to life on the screen. The giant Etch-a-Sketch is awesome, and grown-ups really love the Etch-a-Sketch because it reminds us of our childhoods. I had an Etch-a-Sketch and I loved it. And one of the fun things about this for grown-ups is that when you hit the erase button, it looks like it's shaking, just like you had to do with the original Etch-a-Sketch. So this is Century City. We have a water table, an ice table, and a slate wall in this area, and this is really a fan favorite. This is where the magic happens. So as you can see, we've got children here playing with the different ways they can manipulate the water, change the flow of the water. I see that someone has dammed up our vortex right now.
That is so cool.
Whoa, good job. This is a great space where children can grow with this. So a 2-year-old is going to have some different types of fun than a 10-year-old here. A 2-year-old is going to throw the balls, and a 10-year-old might try and figure out how to change the flow of the water and create dams or build with the pipes. So this is a place that grows with kids. And then over here we have our ice table. So this is just crushed ice. And you get to build with it just like you would sand. But it's also got that really wonderful sensory because it is cold and it melts, and so you can like start to understand that whole concept of solids versus liquids. I know a lot of our birth to 3 therapists that visit us love this ice table for the sensory component. Hi, friend. Yeah. Yeah? You want to do that? Yeah. Let's go see. Okay. Get some water. Good job. Oh, good job. Do you want to try this one? Try this one. Yeah, ooh, the roller is cool. So, this is really cool. It's natural slate and water. It's simple, it's low tech, it's just playing and painting with water. Yeah, cool. And then it will evaporate, dry off, and then you can do more. Kids love to paint, but this way it's much less mess than if we had paints out here. And it's also an opportunity to talk about different states of matter and evaporation with older children. Yeah, oh, thank you, sir. What are we gonna do? It's pretty awesome. We're doing really cool things here. I'm very excited to be part of it. My background is actually in nonprofits and cultural retail. I used to own an art gallery in Albuquerque, and then I managed the Red Caboose, which is the artisan center downtown Huntington that's operated by the Convention and Visitors Bureau, the Wild Ramp, and then I moved into working at the Huntington Museum of Art as the Director of Guest Services. The idea for the Children's Museum came about in 2021 during the pandemic when things were starting to kind of open up again, and a school teacher here, Tasha Pelfrey, was like, what would I like to see in Huntington? And she thought about a children's museum, a place where children can come and be children and learn and grow through playful experiences. So she reached out on Facebook to see if anyone else was interested in this idea and had a Zoom call and got a lot of people that are still on our board today interested in pursuing this. We asked community members, families, individuals, nonprofit organizations, businesses to donate at least $1,000 to put towards this idea. We did meet that goal, and using that as leverage, we're able to then get a lot of different grants. Particularly got a Lowe's grant that allowed us to renovate this building. It's the old Shoney's. Most people know it in the West End. We're able to buy that building and then through the Lowe's grant renovate this building. So it's basically brand new inside. So that's really exciting for us to be able to come into a neighborhood and take a building that's been in disuse and create something vibrant here. So we are open to the public Wednesday through Sunday. We do also have some special programming and other opportunities. For instance, people can rent out our party rooms on the weekends. So we host a lot of birthday parties here. Also during the week, during the school year, we host a lot of field trips. So schools, again, from here in Huntington, but also the greater community can come. We provide a STEM activity for each field trip, and then they can explore the museum. We try to work to create the activities to be something that they can then expand on once they're out into the museum space. For instance, talking about measurement, and then they can go out and find some measuring tools and utilize them. And then teachers can take those same ideas and connections and put them into their classroom experience as well. So we are always looking for volunteers. We've got a wonderful army of volunteers that we would like to add to, people that help with just events. We have a lot of folks that help during the week and on the weekend and just come in for a 2-hour stint and just help out, interact with the families and the children and play. That's the great part about being a volunteer, is you're really just volunteering to play with kids. So that is really awesome. We are also always looking for funding partners. We'd love to bring more activities and programming into the space. Our admission is $10 each for children and adults. However, with a family membership, it just starts at $125. But I love Huntington, and this is just a really wonderful opportunity to help start something here that will hopefully last for generations and help give kids a great start here in Huntington.